Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the FPS tutorial series. In today's episode what we're going to be doing is adding a frag grenade and smoke grenade to our game. Now this is something I have had for a request, so I thought I might as well go ahead and do it because it's kind of can make your game look pretty good. So if we press F, what we're going to be doing is throwing the grenade into the players, and then bam, it explodes, and then they die in the radius that we are going to set. And then when we press G, we're going to throw a smoke grenade, which when it stops, then it should light up like so, and the particle effect should be a thing. So to get ourselves started, what we're going to do is head over to our blueprints. I'm going to quickly add a folder and call this grenades. I'm not sure I spelled that right. I think it's grenades. Anyways, we're going to add a actor, and we're going to set this so we're going to call it frag underscore grenade. I'm going to enter this. Now we're going to add a static mesh, and we're going to head over to our FPS weapons bundle, weapons, meshes, and we're going to have ammunition. No, is it in accessories? Where is it? Here we go. SM underscore G67 grenade. So we're going to select that. Come in here, select the static mesh, and just click the arrow to bring it into here. Now, what we're going to need to do also is quickly simulate physics, and I think simulate collision here. So what we're going to do is on begin play, we're going to add a delay. So this is from when we spawn it. We're going to add a delay. And we'll add a delay of 4 seconds. And then what we're going to do is a multi-sphere trace by channel. And we are going to break it here, I think. We need just a for loop. And from the array element, we want to break this. And if the hit actor, we want to cast to enemy. It's called cyborg, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. And we want to set health. Making just minus there. And we can, again, get health. And then we'll just -1. And very quickly, we just need to add a branch here for our return value. So if it's true. And then what we want to do is add an explosion, a particle effect. So we're just going to add a spawn emitter at location. Explosion, there we go. And we're just gonna get actor location. There we go. Okay. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to figure out what to do here. So for our radius, what we want to do is 50, I think, and then for duration, I'm gonna quickly drag this actor just for debugging purposes. So go to wherever you saved it. So it's blueprints, grenades. And I'm just going to add it there. It's going to fall on the ground, and after a while, it should explode after 4 seconds. And it should add a multi-sphere trace. I'm just going to quickly also destroy actor after this. And there we go. I'm just going to hook that up into there. So if we don't actually hit anything, then we won't. We'll still destroy the actor. We want to also just click that. We haven't specified where the start of it is, so we want to get actor location. Again, I think, and let's just hook both of these up and let's see if that works. So we're going to click that. It's going to explode like so. There we go. And that green tells us that it's recognized an actor. The grenade itself, though, hasn't despawned, so that's a bit annoying. So we're going to have to fix that. So I think also we'll do that on completed as well. So that's that. It should explode, causing damage. Then that's that. Now we have a like grenade that we can use. I'm gonna quickly add a scene very quickly, and I'm gonna call this grenade center. If I can grab that in, grenade center. And I'm gonna drag this in instead. Instead of using the actor's location, I'm gonna use the grenade center, which is I'm gonna quickly partner that to the static mesh parent it, and then I'm just gonna get location. Get world location, and I'm going to quickly hook these up into here and see if that works a bit better. So there we go. Nice, there we go. That works a lot better. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to place this right all the way over here, just by the actor. Hopefully it should kill him. Oh, okay. I'm going to set the radius to about 100 now instead. Not 1,100. Whoops. Like that. There we go. And hopefully explode. Oh, he keeps moving towards me. Okay, here we go. Just gonna move all the way over here, and it should kill him. Okay, I'm gonna quickly I think what we need to do is edit the cyborg's collision thing. So in the mesh, what I'm gonna do, instead of it being a character mesh, I'm gonna select it to overlap all. I think that should help instead, because the actual like collision is the sphere around it, not the mesh. So there we go. So we have now simulated a hit on the character, but what we've got to do is, because his health is at 100, we're gonna just hit him for 100. I'm gonna click play. I'm gonna move all the way back over here, and when it explodes, it should kill him just like so. And there we go. The grenade itself despawns the guy. It gets killed by the grenade, and that's all good. So now you're probably wondering, how do we make this like throwable? Well, this is a bit more tricky, and I, truth be told, don't really know some part of it, so I'm just going to quickly copy and paste code, but I can explain how it works. So to show you how it works inside my the project I've already set up, we basically get the control rotation. So this is where we're looking at. We get the player controller first, and we add an impulse, right? An impulse is part of like the physics thing. That's why we enabled physics, so that when we throw it, it should add an impulse by this amount. It should go forward by this amount, and then physics just takes it from there. And this bit here just basically gets where we are looking, instead of the grenade being thrown behind us, because we don't have I'm gonna say a malleable position where we can throw it from. So I'm gonna quickly just grab this, and you can pause the video if you want to if you want to do this. So all you need to do is just add impulse from drag out the grenade like I'm about to do, and add the impulse, so this here, and then just get one of these, player controller, get control rotation, then get rotation X vector, plop it in a times vector and times it by these values. You can change these values differently, and then what we're going to do is just add an impulse static mesh. Now I need to add, there we go, 2 seconds here, not 5. I need to add 2 seconds here, because we're going to add animations in just a second. And look, there we go. We basically just kind of did the same thing, other than hooking this up to false. So there we go. This looks all good. Very, very nice. So as you'll see there, as soon as it spawned, it added a pulse, which is quite nice. And I'm just gonna quickly go into our SWAT underscore character. I'm gonna add some key bindings for this. So if you go into your project settings, go into input, add an action mapping, and I'm just gonna quickly call this grenade. I'm gonna call this frag grenade, actually, frag grenade. And I'm just, for the purpose of this, I'm gonna just use the F key instead. So I'm going to get grenade throw, and just very quickly going to spawn actor from class, just to start off with. Now, where is the grenade? Frag grenade. So we want to make the transform here. In my second project, what I'm going to do is, again, the whole kind of control rotation thing I'm not 100% on. So we're just going to, well, we'll do this. So we got to set, actually, to set the actor hidden in game first. Set actor hidden in game. Actually, I tell you what I'm going to do is actually... very, very quickly, I'm going to create a variable, and this is going to help us. So what I want to do basically is to just assign whatever weapon we have equipped to one variable. So then whatever we have in our hand, we can just set the variable to not true. So whatever we have in our hand, we can just set hide it instead of having to specifically say, if we have this, then hide this. So we're going to say has weapon equipped, and I'm going to remove the has, actually, because it's not going to be a boolean. So I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to set this to an actor, an object reference. I'm going to set it up here like so, and that should be all good. I'm going to do the exact same thing here. So as you can see, we can just use one variable to hide whatever we have instead of having to do specific things. So you'll see what I mean. So instead of the AR4 weapon, we're just going to get whatever weapon we have equipped. We're going to set the actor hidden in game. Okay, so basically what I've done, I've just gone and grabbed the code for this. Basically, all you need to do is make a transform like I did. And we want to get the world location of our spawn point, which is literally just going to be a scene, which we are going to call grenade attachment. I'm going to parent this to the right hand. After dragging and dropping it onto the mesh, we're going to attach to the right hand. And then what I'm going to do is just quickly reset everything here. I'm going to set real time to off, just so we can have it like so. There we go. It's going to be just right here. It's just going to spawn right there. What is wrong? Our grenade attachment thing. So we're going to replace that with this here. Then what we've got to do is we're going to plus that to the control rotation. So that's where we're looking. I'm going to use a rotate vector of here around just 0. Leave that, false. And we're going to plus that. That's the location, and the rotation is just our rotation. So where we're looking. So I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to pop that in there. I'm just going to get a delay there. It's just pretty simple once you get the hang of it. And after all of this, we want to set actor hidden in game again. But the new hidden is actually untrue. So whatever it is, it'll be just unhidden. So we're gonna play. We're gonna press F. Oh, there we go. And then it's gonna explode. We press F. It's gonna be a little bit buggy because it's a little bit weird because it's spawning on our hand, and that's that. So what we're gonna do now is add in our animations. I realize this is actually a pretty long video, so bear with here. So I'm gonna go into my character animations, and I'm gonna add a new folder which is called grenade. I'm gonna quickly grab the animations for this. So I'm gonna grab my grenade animations. I'm gonna drag these in here. You can find these animations on a mixer mode. That's where I get all of my animations from. So you can probably just find those there. And if you have your own, I am just using an idle, a walk, and a run animation. So I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm gonna assign these a skeleton, import them. And I can't remember if I used a blend space or not to do these, so I'm going to quickly check. I did use a blend space, so we will do the same. Wait for these to import, and we'll get going. Okay, we're going to add a blend space. I'm going to put this into the support skeleton. And I'm going to call this grenade underscore blend. I'm going to enter this. I'm going to call this direction. You know the drill, minus 180 by 180. And this is speed, which is 0 to 600. I'm going to add interpolation time of 1, maybe just to help blend things a bit easier and make things, you know, a bit better, look a bit better. So as you can see, we're going to, as we go forward, we'll be throwing it just like so. There you go. And as we go to idle, we'll just do that. So that's the nice, you know, thing about blend animations. They blend pretty nicely. So now that we've done that, we're going to need to actually go into our animation blueprint to get all this sorted. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, we've got a lot of things here, which kind of, you know, is going to be a little bit difficult to do things from. So I'm going to drag in my grenade blend space, and I'm going to quickly make a boolean inside here called should throw grenade. I'm going to set this to a boolean. When we press the throw grenade button, we're going to set this to true. And when everything is over, we're going to set this to false. So we're going to grab that boolean inside here. So get can no, it's should throw grenade. That's a variable should throw grenade anim. Okay, so now we will have that boolean sorted. So from idle and back, walk and back, and run and back. We're just gonna grab this and pop this over here. It's gonna get a little bit messy, so I suggest you kind of be a bit careful with where you put these. So to grenade blend, we're gonna do it if it's the boolean is true. So we're just gonna hook up just the single boolean, and that's going to the grenade blend. So when we're going back to idle or going back to walk or whatever, we want to say if it is not true. Okay, so now we have compiled and saved that. I'm just going to quickly delete this very quickly. So now when we press F, we have the animation. And like so, it's perfectly already timed to throw the grenade like so. As you can see, yeet, we've thrown the grenade just like so. All we've got to do now is just quickly hook up the pistol animation blend. Okay, so now once you have added all these together, now all you need to do is just press F and everything should blend perfectly well. And there we go, guys. We have our grenade done perfectly. I know this was a very long video, but we had lots of things to get through. I know at the start I said that we would do a smoke grenade tutorial, but I just felt that, you know, there's not much kind of point doing that because the video is already so long. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like the content, and maybe share the video with a friend who, you know, might need help with what they're doing. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.